Now, speed is probably the most important stat in Honkai Star Rail, and a lot of players actually don't know this, or they don't realize this yet. This is going to be something that's much more catered towards endgame, and I don't blame players for not knowing this because not everybody has reached the higher floors of the Memory of Chaos. I'm talking about like floor 8, floor 9, floor 10, where speed actually do matter. Now, here's the thing. If you are just going to be playing a simulated universe, you're just farming in the normal story stage, does it matter if a character has speed boots or not? It probably doesn't matter that much. But once you go to Memory of Chaos, things are going to change a little bit. So hopefully in this video, I'll explain to you guys why speed is extremely important and probably the most important stat in terms of all the stats out there. So let's jump into it. Now, if you guys have not heard me say it, or if you guys have been watching any of my previous videos, I've mentioned before that speed is going to be very, very important. Now, the truth is, it's a very hard thing to obtain speed, alright? The only place that you can actually obtain speed consistently as your main stat is from the boots, alright? Only boots will give you stat consistently. As you can see right there, you're gonna get, I think at plus 15, you get a 25 speed stat. This is at plus 12, right? So no other place you can get a speed except for from the substats. You know, sometimes you get substats like this one has 6 speed, etc, etc. So that's going to be something that you want to keep in mind. Now here is the thing about speed, right? What is the perfect threshold to be able to obtain if you can reach a number? What is the goal? What is the target? What is the ideal number to go for? You must have heard me say this before, but for a lot of characters, you ideally want to get 134 speed. Now this is going to be very, very important in Memory of Chaos, and here is why. If you have 134 speed, your character will be able to move twice in cycle 0, cycle 3, cycle 6. Now that's very, very important. So let me demonstrate it. It's hard for me to explain, so let me just show it to you guys. So here's the thing. This is my Scylla. She has 144 speed. So that's above the 134 threshold, okay? And this is my Tingyan. We also have 141 speed, so that's also above the 134 threshold. So I'm going to bring both Tingyan and Scylla, and then we're going to compare with, let's say, Natasha, 110 speed, and then Japat, 92 speed, alright? Natasha and Japat, they don't have 134 speed, therefore the threshold is less than 134. So you can see Scylla, Tingyan, which both has more than 134 speed, and Natasha, Japat, both has less than 134 speed. Okay, so we're just gonna jump straight. This is Memory of Chaos, floor 9. Alright, we're gonna do the shield, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Boom, bam. Alright, so how do we know what's gonna happen? How do I showcase this to you guys? Notice this action bar right here, alright? We're gonna look at the action bar. Notice Scylla and Tingyan is moving here. Alright, so after Scylla move, she gets to move again within the 39th cycle. So we are now at the 40th cycle, right? The first cycle of the wave. So let's go. I am going to go hit this enemy. Boom. Alright, and then we have Tingyan right here. Boom. Okay. Notice Scylla is right here, Tingyan is right here. Notice they are still moving within the 39th cycle, within the 40th cycle, right? They get to move twice. Whereas Natasha, after I move, boom. Okay, Japat, and that's the enemy moving, and then Japat, boom. Okay, so notice Scylla and Tingyan get to move again, while Natasha and Japat only gets to move one time. Now this is huge. Alright, this is huge. It enables so much thing. If my Scylla don't have 134 speed right here, she would have ended and she would need to move in the next turn. But because I get to move twice in this cycle, this opens up a lot of possibilities. What possibilities am I talking about? Let me show you guys. Alright. Number one, I'm able to go here, kill this enemy. Alright. I wasn't able to kill, but I got my ultimate. Because I got my ultimate, because I move more, remember, every time your characters have extra action, they are able to move more. That means they are able to hit the enemy more. Every time you hit the enemy, you gain energy, and therefore you are able to charge your ultimate. So notice my Scylla already have the ultimate now. I'm going to go for this particular one. Okay, we weren't quite able to kill that. But regardless, if I were able to kill the enemy right there, I would have moved again. And for Scylla, that's super crucial. So this is why you want to go speed. 134 is the threshold. One thing that you can't calculate is because I've weakened the enemy to the point that their HP is low enough. If my Scylla can kill the enemy right there, I get to move again because it's Scylla, right? So she gets to move again. So this is really invaluable on some characters. Alright, having to move extra action in the first cycle. In the next cycle, even though you can't move twice anymore, right? The enemy's HP is going to be lowered enough for you to be able to perform enough actions to get rid of the enemy. This is really invaluable. You will see this a lot in Memory of Chaos. As someone that's used to run attack percent boots, after I switched to speed boots, this has helped me tremendously in trying to tackle the endgame contents. Now again, we are not able to move multiple turns this time, alright? We can only move one time. So again, let's go with Scylla right here. So since we are able to... notice my Scylla is moving twice in cycle 1. Now you can move twice in cycle 1, but you gotta get a significant amount of threshold. For Scylla, it's gonna be 161 speed and above. And my Scylla has so much speed right now. You can see after the buff, we get 115 plus 58, 173. So that allows my Scylla to move twice in cycle 1 as well. That's something that only Scylla can achieve. I believe no other character can achieve that. You want a character that can have speed buff overall. Okay, so now in the cycle number... we are considered cycle number 2, right? So this one, notice every single character here can only move once. So remember I said cycle 0, cycle 3 and cycle 6, allies with 134 speed and above will be able to move twice. However, there's a special rule to this. And what is this rule, right? This rule is when you kill the enemy's wave, okay? If I kill this particular enemy and we enter into wave 2, it resets. So right here, it resets. So now we are back to cycle 0's turn cycle again. So basically Scylla and Tingyan gets to move twice again when a new wave of enemies come out. So it's as though this is a 150 cycle turn as opposed to 100 cycle turn. Which is a little bit complicated, but just think of it this way. Every time the wave reset, every time the new batch of enemy comes out, it resets back to cycle 0. So Scylla gets to move twice. So there my Scylla move once, Tingyan move once, Natasha move once, Jepat move once, and then notice my Scylla and Tingyan gets to move again before the cycle number 37. The value here is insane, alright? So having to move twice allows you to do a lot of things. Not only can you do damage, it also opens up possibilities for you to do more things. Now, this is also important for characters like Natasha or Jepat, because remember, Natasha and Jepat, yes, they are healers, they don't do damage, but they help you generate skill points. And when they generate skill points, they are effectively giving your Scylla more damage because your Scylla can now always use her E, always use the single target skill. It's it's much more impactful than you think. Hopefully this showcase here is able to help you guys decide on why speed boots is going to be very, very important. Whether or not you want to go speed boots on everyone, it depends on you, right? Speed boots is not exactly easy to get. Speed boots is really hard to get. It's so annoying to farm for them, which is why most players would choose to believe that attack percent boots is better. Now here's my question to you. If attack percent boots is so good, why do they make it so easy to get? Like there's a chance, like feel free to check your inventory. There's a very high chance that you have more attack percent boots than speed boots. You might have like 1 to 2 speed boots and you might have terrible substats. They purposely make speed boots very hard to get. I have been farming relics for a while now. I have a feeling speed boots have very low chance to drop. And that's just... Maybe I'm copium here, maybe like me personally, but that's what I've been feeling as someone that's been farming a lot, right? I do think it's quite hard to obtain speed boots, which is why a lot of players want to believe that attack percent boots is better, but it's just not. One thing that I wasn't able to showcase is the ability to get out of debuffs. Sometimes your character gets stunned, sometimes your character gets frozen, and you'll be surprised. Speed boots allows your character to get out of the CC faster. It also helps you in that sense. Also, it gives you the flexibility to build your team. If you have speed boots, that means, for example, your Bronya gets to move twice, which is very important. That means she can hit the enemy one time to get skill points, and she can also use skill points one more time to allow someone else to move, to allow damage dealer to move. That's like essentially +1 -1 neutral, 0. As opposed to if you only move once, that's like -1. So you gotta find someone else to help you generate skill points. So that's going to be something that it gives you flexibility in building your teams, ideally. So speed boots, I would say, is probably the most future-proof thing ever, which is why this particular set is actually better than you think, because it gives you, right here you can see, for 4 pieces at least, the wearer speed increases by 6% and basic attack damage increased by 10%. Now this speed by 6% is actually more valuable than you think. It really helps to push you towards that, you know, that 134 speed. That's the threshold that ideally you want to aim for, and it just allows you to, it opens up more opportunities. Alright, so that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like if you find it helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next Loka video. I have a video coming up soon regarding on whether you should be pulling a Loka or not. Hopefully give you guys a better idea. As always, have a nice day. Goodbye.